Time now to meet another ABC6 On Your Side champion. And on this Veterans Day, few can match Warren Motts' record of service when it comes to recognizing veterans and preserving their history. His extraordinary museum and infectious enthusiasm ensure that their stories will never be forgotten.
We're off to Canal Winchester today.
0830, Saturday, November 8th, finds Warren Motts on a mission
To do their Veterans Day ceremony.
Another chance to deliver pieces of their past to the veterans he so admires,
This is Gail Taylor.
just as so many have delivered to him.
It's his 45 that's back there in the Korean exhibit. It really is a wonderful thing to be able to meet these people and to know them and to tell their story.
Here in the shadow of the Groveport water tower is where Warren ensures those stories take flight. Motts Military Museum.
The great part about the museum, I think, over any other museum, is that the artifacts we have are people's artifacts. They're not just a bunch of items sticking on a wall. They actually belong to people, and we tell the story of the person.
And in the process, leave every visitor wondering time after time.
An American Civil War Smith & Wesson pistol taken off a Japanese soldier in World War II.
How on earth?
There's the lens of Matthew Brady with Matthew Brady above it, and that's the lens that took that picture of Robert E. Lee.
Did this wind up here?
This is the radar unit that grounded every single aircraft on the West Coast during 9/11.
The answer? Because government and vets know Warren Motts is a one-man army when it comes to storing stories.
I made a point to not take anything unless it's unusual, but it just keeps coming, and it is unusual.
Now he needs $1 million to house his 9/11 collection.
This is the second biggest collection outside Ground Zero. This is the rendering of the building in which this fire truck and the 2 police cars and the other artifacts from 9/11 are going to go into. I come out here and look at this stuff and I think all the men that were connected and women with all these items.
And so in this corner of Groveport, there is Motts' motto.
Every day here is Veterans Day.
The reason Warren Motts is driven to show all the life amid the tools of death.
We don't like wars, horrible stuff, but without our men and women fighting them, we wouldn't be free.
Motts Military Museum is on Hamilton Road in Groveport, and he's got a new space exhibit down there now. He got NASA to give him. You just can't imagine. There's a tire from the space shuttle there, and watches worn by the astronauts and all their gloves and their uniforms. It's just unbelievable.
That's amazing. That's just right here in our backyard.
It is a jewel of our area, and I urge anybody that's the least bit interested in memorabilia, certainly military memorabilia and veterans, to pay a visit if you haven't, because
absolutely,
it's unbelievable.
You can go anytime, just check the hours.
Pretty much, yeah, and you'll be led around usually by somebody who had 30 missions in a bomber in World War II, or somebody that jumped out of an aircraft on D-Day, or those are the kinds of guys that work there. So,
yeah, if you just caught the end of that, hook up on Facebook or Twitter, because we were talking about this when you went to go shoot it the week before. Find out some information for Bob. It's awesome. And this guy has an incredible story. Thank you for bringing that.